Hey Barbies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to start off this video by doing a few updates. So update number one, we now have 6,000 subscribers. Woo! I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed, who has liked or commented on my YouTube channel. Honestly, it means the absolute world to me. So I just want to start off with that. My second update is that we are now monetized. With that being said, I know I had joked about this on TikTok live, I believe. I basically said that I would never share my trauma unless I was getting paid for it. So now with being monetized, I guess I can share my trauma. So story time. This is the story of my first time on Hinge. I'm gonna take you guys all the way back then. So basically this happened a while ago. So I called all of my friends and I asked them like, guys, which app should I download? And then they helped me make a Hinge account. I didn't know what to expect, you know what I mean? I was going into it very blind. I was excited for it. So my first time on Hinge, you know, the beginning of a lot of nightmare stories for a lot of people, I bet. Anyways, I go on Hinge and I'm scrolling, whatever. 99% of the dudes were just not it. And I get this one guy. He had a lot of tattoos. He was cute. And he had a husky, which was so cute. Yeah, I don't know. He seemed pretty normal. We can call him Red. So me and Red, we end up matching on Hinge. We start getting to know each other. We go on a first date. Everything's going well. He was a business owner as well, which is why I was intrigued by him because I'm also a business owner. So everything is just going pretty good, right? Right away, I let him know, like, listen, if you're looking for something very casual and you're trying to sleep with somebody, I'm not your girl. Like, if that's what you're looking for, it's not me, babes. So he was like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. We are going on a lot of dates. We're texting all the time. And yeah, everything's going pretty well. So fast forward, he would also do really romantic things. Like, he was very nice to me. And one day I'm like, okay, I think maybe I'll do something nice for him. Because mind you, we had been going on dates for a month and a half, almost 2 months. I think it might have been 2 months at the end of it. So his living room remote was broken. So again, this is someone who was cooking for me, taking me to like really nice dinners. So I end up getting him a remote off like Amazon. Like, you know, those universal remotes. It's like $7, but you know, it's the thought that counts. I ended up getting him that remote and he was like, oh my God, this is so nice. Like, that's so thoughtful, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so fast forward, okay, maybe 2 weeks later after I gifted him the controller, or maybe a week later, it was really soon after. I'm in my room here and I'm on my laptop and it's 1 a.m. If you guys don't know this, I go to sleep extremely late. Okay, so I'm always up super late designing, working on my laptop. So it's 1 a.m. and he texts me and he goes, hey, I just want you to know that my dog ate your controller. And now I'm at the dog hospital and he's pooping and throwing up blood, something like that, right? Along those lines. However, this matters, okay? He said, my dog ate your controller. Oh my God. He's fucking blaming me for it. And I was mortified because, you know, I have a dog as well. So I knew that this dog was his whole life. You know what I mean? So when he texted me that, I panicked and I texted him back right away, mind you. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. We lived like 10 minutes away from each other. So I had told him, hey, do you need anything from me? Do you want me to keep you company? Because it was really late and I can come there with you. You know, I was trying to be nice and be there for him because I couldn't imagine that happening to my dog, right? And I was not going to call him out on the wording of the text, right? Calling him my controller. It was like, that wasn't my controller. I gifted it to you, but okay. But I wasn't going to say that because I get it. So I offered to like go there and like be there for him. And then he never texted me back that night. So I felt horrible. This happened on a Thursday, I think Thursday night, so 1 a.m. Technically it's Friday, but you get what I mean. It's like Thursday night. So this whole ordeal that I'm about to tell you guys, it is a whole weekend, okay? This all was a whole weekend. So next day comes, it's now Friday, and I text him, hey, are you okay? What's going on? He texts me back, my dog had to stay overnight. They might have to do surgery. My fucking luck. Seeing a guy, I'm starting to like him. Everything's going well. And then I basically murder his dog. I just felt horrible. The whole day goes by. Saturday comes. Now it's Saturday. I hadn't heard from him still. I sent him like a paragraph basically, right? And like, hey, listen, I know that you're going through a lot and I understand it and I'm giving you your space. Please like keep me updated because it's starting to freak me out a little bit and I just want to know that you're okay, that your dog is okay. You don't have to even talk. I just wanted to know if the dog made it home, if the dog had to get surgery, you know? He doesn't text me back. And then a couple hours go by, I call him, he doesn't answer. Okay. And my call went straight to voicemail. I am just panicking. Oh my God, I'm the worst person ever. Like, ah! So then I call him again and my thing goes straight to voicemail and I'm like, okay. So then I text him with a question mark and my text message doesn't delivered and I'm like, okay. So I call Marilyn, can you please just call his number? I just want to know if I'm blocked. So for those of you who don't know, if your message is not delivering and your phone is going straight to voicemail, their phone might be off, but you also might be blocked. She puts me in a three-way, she calls, and the phone is ringing. Oh my God. He blocked me. Again, this is someone who I was seeing for almost 2 months, and he was so into me. So into me. He told his friends about me. He told his family about me. Oh my God, I killed his dog. And I may be butchering like some of the details of this story because it was a while ago, and then also that weekend all feels like a blur now. But then Sunday comes, and I can't take it anymore. I ended up throwing up. I felt so sick to my stomach, guys. Like I couldn't sleep. So then I end up getting in my car. I drive myself 10 minutes to his house. So I am now at his apartment. I see his car and I'm like, okay, so he's here. I take the elevator, I go upstairs, and I knock on the door. And I was so nervous. I was hoping the dog maybe was fine. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect when I knocked on that door. So I knock on the door, and I hear the dog. I hear the dog, and the dog is scratching on the door. Oh, the dog is alive. Okay, good. Good, the dog's alive, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe he's just really mad at me because he blames me for it. Talking to the dog through the door, like, hi, you know how you talk to dogs, like, oh my God, like, I'm so glad you're okay. Nobody comes to the door though. Maybe he's not home, whatever. I kind of felt relief right away because the dog is alive. I walk away, go into the elevator, and then I swear, guys, I just had this feeling that things weren't adding up. But if the dog's fine, why did he just ghost me or block my number? Like, this feels so bizarre. So then I go back to the door. And this time I don't knock on the door. I just stand in front of the door. And I just stand there. I'm not even ear to door, nothing. I just stand in front of the door and I'm just like, in my head, what should I do? And then I hear him laughing. And then I hear a girl laughing. It's boiling hot. Like, I instantly got so pissed off. And this is just a little background on me. I am very patient with people. I trust everyone. Like, unless you give me a reason not to trust you, I'm never the type of person to be questioning you. Like, where were you? What are you doing? I have a lot of patience with people until you push me to not have patience with you. I end up knocking on the door. They don't answer. So I start laughing and then I leave. But then I call my friend Tatum. What's that app that you use? Text people on like a fake number or whatever. And she was like, oh, it's the text free app. I download the app. I sent him a text message basically being like, hey, and and I'm glad we never had sex, all the stuff, whatever. This is where my intuition plays a part, right? If you're a girl, maybe you guys will understand where I'm coming from. But you ever get in a fight with somebody and then you just start making stuff up because you feel there's truth to it? I didn't know why or how, but I had a feeling that Red was in there with his ex, and I had a feeling that he had been lying to me the entire 2 months that we had been going on dates and getting to know each other. I basically just threw a bunch of stuff into this text message and hoped that everything I was saying turned out to be true, but I didn't know. But in the text message, I was like, been lying to me this whole time. And I basically was like, you're in there with your ex. Like, wait, Val, but why would you think it's his ex? Like, what the fuck? We missed some chapters. Okay, so here's the flashback to the beginning of me and Red getting to know each other. One of the main things that we had talked about was our past relationships. I told him about mine, and then he told me about his. He told me that he had been in a very toxic relationship for years, but that they hadn't spoken in like a year and a half. Okay. Because I never think people are lying to me, I was like, yeah, dude, that makes sense. I understand. We all have a past, you know what I mean? And I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. You know, I believed him when he told me that they hadn't spoken in a year and a half. I had no idea what his ex looked like. I had no idea what she sounded like. I just had a feeling that that's who he was in there with. Anyways, I basically was like, blah, 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 blah. I sent the message. I deleted the app. I went home. I'm at my house. I'm on FaceTime with my friends. We're all cracking up because this wasn't someone who I was in love with or even liked like that. Like, it was someone I was getting to know. So it was very easy to detach from the situation. And I am just very delusional that, to me, if you are dealing with me and you are dating me, I can't imagine why a man would want to talk to more girls, because at that point you're just being fucking greedy. And that's me being delusional. I have such a big ego on what I have to offer. That's my problem. Okay, again, we all have flaws. That's my flaw. My head is too big. I'm home, I'm talking to my friends, we're all talking about the situation, we're all just laughing, honestly. Like, we're like, what just happened? And then I go on Instagram, and then there's a little birdie in my comments, and on my personal Instagram, and even on my business page. She goes, come back here, insecure little girl. And yeah, she's commenting stuff on my Instagram, and I'm on the phone with my friends, and everybody's like, holy shit. So I go on her page because she comments this from her public account, right? Not even a fake account, it's her actual account. So I go on her account. I basically figure out that Red had a girlfriend the entire time. Okay. And days where we weren't together, he was with her. And I'm like, she goes, come back here to Red's house and yada, yada, yada. And then I respond and I'm like, hey, listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm not trying to fight you over a guy that I've known for like 2 months. And then I said, why would you want me to go back there when I already knocked on your door twice? So I will come back there if you want me to, but I don't really see the point. Like, what, now you do want to speak to me? So that's what I said to her. And this is me trying to play nice before I get crazy. And I know you guys are probably in your room like, you should not be in people's DMs and in people's comments trying to scare them or whatever it is. I am trying to be very nice to you here. Don't push it. I don't know how involved you are in this situation, and my issue is with Red. However, if you want to take it there, I will take it there with you. Also did tell her, you calling me insecure when the only reason I went over there was to make sure that dog was alive. I said that to her, and I was like, argue with your man. That last message that I sent her, she never replied back to me. I did start feeling bad because I'm a human. So next day comes, and then she sends me a DM. This girl basically apologizes to me And her apology goes, she said, "We're really sorry." She said, "We didn't mean any harm." We? We didn't mean any harm? Oh. Oh, you guys are a team. Oh, okay. 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 We didn't mean any harm. I responded and I was like, I don't remember the text messages exactly, by the way, obviously, but what type of sick joke is this? After that, she said, "Go back to your country and stop stealing our jobs." Okay. So, listen, it's really hard to argue with me because I come from Twitter and I have had to defend myself for years on that app. So, it's really hard to argue with me. Like, I just have a response to everything. Like, you can't win an argument with me, especially not a texting one, for sure not. After that, she thumbs up my message and I never heard from her again. Instead of being like, "Yeah, my man is a piece of shit and I'm gonna go argue with him," you're arguing with me. And then on top of it, you are covering for him. Top it all off, I also kept hoping that somebody would just tell me that his dog was indeed in the hospital and that his dog did indeed almost die. Nothing happened to his dog. And it was just a lie. Everything was a lie. It's crazy because he used to tell me, "I hate liars." His biggest pet peeve was liars. Bro, I was gonna do this video so long ago and I'm really glad I waited because we also have another update. So I went back on Hinge. He actually sent me a message apologizing, and I will put that text on here. That was my first time on Hinge, the first guy I dated on Hinge. And honestly, it should have been the last, but it wasn't. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will get better at telling stories on camera. I feel like I'm really good at telling stories to my friends, and this was completely different. I'm hoping that I get so much better at it. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye, my Barbies. Mwah, mwah, mwah.